Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Ready to find yourself in this weird, wild, waggy world we're in? This is another scene for Darkness in Dublin, the vampire venue. The scene is set probably the next night after the Elysium scene. And I believe Mile had some questions for Katya.
Yes, well, the next night when they wake up, well, they're probably a few hours later, but because, gave her time to wake up and stuff. But he'll smile at her. I waited to talk to you.
What about, my dear?
Last night when we were talking about the party and Charlotte talked about coming with me, you squeezed my hand. Is everything okay?
I'm not quite sure I'm ready to trust her around people that I care about just yet. Not alone, anyway.
Kind of quirks an eyebrow. Did something happen?
I had someone I cared about before you came to the city. And she bloodbound him.
Oh. I will not let that happen to me. But I'm sorry for what you did.
She's apologized, but I don't think I'm ready to allow someone I care about anywhere near her alone.
Apologies, while not being completely meaningless, do not repair the damage they have done.
No, they don't, unfortunately. She's kind of twisting the ring on her finger.
Because this is...
Yes.
And her smile. It's beautiful. It fits you. Sorry, it suits you.
Yes, he always said, I was his wild gray rose.
She smiles. I did think, well, for a long time before I met you again, when I learned about our society and thought back of you, I did think you were a member of Clan Torador.
I never have been a very good Tremere.
Kel shrug. But you are a good kindred.
I'm all of the things kindred shouldn't be. I'm compassionate and I care deeply. Most kindred view it as a weakness.
Maybe most kindred have lost something that is precious then. It is not easy growing old, yet keeping our human emotions, but it is unhealthy, meaningful.
She just kind of leans up and kisses his cheek.
A smile. Besides, if all kindred were cold, manipulative, abusive, I would be too reminded of my father every day. There's a reason I left home. It wasn't to see him again, to be reminded of him.
She's just gonna kind of cuddle up to him a little bit and lay her head on his shoulder.
He'll take her in his arms. This may be a sensitive subject, and if you do not wish to speak of it, you need only tell. But I never asked you about your husband.
Marcus was. When I met Marcus, he was charming and kind. And as far as I knew for our entire marriage, he was. It was only later that I learned that he'd been lying to me the whole time. Feeding on me every night for 12 years and altering my memories of it.
That sounds horrible.
Making me think that it was my fault that we hadn't had children.
You wanted a child?
I wanted children more than anything.
I'll hug her tighter.
Anyway, I staked him and left him for dead. So,
Well, you're here now, and he isn't. There is justice in the world.
she nods and leans up and kisses his cheek.
Kind of smiles when she does that. Father used to say it was my fault mother died because she died giving birth to me.
It's never the child's fault.
It was according to him.
Moni was wrong.
And he'll just nod. I was told she was a sweet woman, beautiful. And
I wish I
he'll
could have
smile at
met
her.
her.
I'm often told I look just like her. Especially the hair, of which we are very fond of. And he'll smile.
Yes, I love your hair. It's beautiful.
But I guess it's why I never thought about having a, a child. When I think back of childhood, my memories are not good ones. If I had become a father, I like to think I would have been a more caring one.
I certainly think so.
The next best thing we can have, I guess, is a child, even if it's not exactly the same. Well, it's vastly different, but it may be the closest thing we have.
It's the closest I'll ever get to having children.
Oh, you see, what did she say in here?
It's the closest I'll get to ever having children.
Okay, I'll nod. Do you have a child?
No, I don't.
Perhaps one day.
Well, first I'll have to seek permission.
Of course.
And I'd want to find the right person first.
Oh, that is a given. Especially if you, well, someone like you will care about them. I'm sure you will find the right person. And he'll think, did you ever think about embracing me when we were together?
I was working on being granted creation rights when you went missing.
I had started to wonder why I only saw you at night. I had found old books talking about us, about what we were, but, well, that's when my sight got hold of me. Not sure how well I would have been in Clantremere though. I would have done, sorry. So I'm not sure how well I would have done in Clantremere.
You have the mind for it, that's for certain.
And how small. But I like being a member of Clan Gangrel. I'm not sure I know I'm not a stereotypical member of my clan, but being able to run wild, to go into the wild and not run as much danger as the other clans. Many things that I did not grow up knowing,
You are
but
welcome to
now
that. You know me. I was not made for the outdoors.
I had to learn. I did not know anything when I was left into the wild, but I had the mind of a survivor. I think all these years of hiding from my father served me. It is very strange growing up as a gangrel. You are not told what you are. You are embraced and left in the wild. You are left alone to discover that you need blood, that the light of the sun burns you, and that you need to sleep during the day. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I shall smile at that.
I
I'm
always
willing
thought
to.
that your clan were a little odd in that.
In the end, I'm glad for it. It made me stronger.
She just smiles a little bit.
Well, I don't think I could serve as a sheriff well. I knew here. I barely know anything about this age, about new technology, but I was going to. Well, when the new sheriff is chosen, I was going to ask to be a hound.
And by then, I should be able to teach you everything you need to know.
Until not. One thing about this world is it is extremely loud.
Yes, that is a unfortunate side effect.
People in general seem to have lost patience too.
That varies person to person, just like anything.
Are all cities so loud, so big?
Not all.
And he'll nod at that, like, okay, good. I would hate to think what it's like during the day. It's already loud and busy during the night.
Luckily, you'll never have to find out.
And he'll nod. Why don't we go back to bed? And he'll smile at her.
She smiles just a little bit at that, and she will take his hand and lead him back to bed. And with that, I think we can end our scene.
Yes.
Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. Thank you, Kieran, for being Kieran. This has been another scene for Darkness in Dublin. See you next time.